Hi, this is Alex Gingrich with Burbank Real Estate, and this is the May 2011 market update for Glendale, Pasadena, and Burbank. Last month, I talked about how the market had looked like it was heading towards a state of equilibrium. What I meant by this is that the numbers had clearly shown that it was a buyer's market over the past few months, but last month, the numbers showed that it was moving in the direction of a seller's market to balance it all out. As we look at the graphs for this month, you will see that the numbers have moved back in the direction of a buyer's market. This first graph shows the relationship between the number of properties that are currently on the market and the number of properties that have sold. As you can see, the number of homes currently on the market crept up a little compared to this time last month, and jumped nearly 10% compared to this time last year. The number of sold properties decreased nearly 12% compared to last month. This decrease is surprising to me due to the fact that we had such a high number of properties in escrow last month, depicted by the red line. The number of properties in escrow has fallen this month, which will suggest an even lower number of sales next month. These numbers show that the supply has risen and the demand has fallen, which is a sign of a buyer's market. Another sign of a buyer's market is the price per square foot. This is at the lowest point over the past 2 years, at an average of $316 per square foot. This is 5% lower than last month, 14% lower than this time last year, and over 10% lower than 2 years ago. This next graph, which depicts the difference between the average list price and the average sale price, is somewhat discouraging. Whenever you see these two numbers moving away from each other, like this, it shows that the sellers and buyers are not on the same page. Buyers are buying at a low price, but sellers are still trying to sell at an even higher price. This last graph shows the months of inventory. This statistic is made to show how long it would take to sell all of the properties that are currently on the market at the current rate at which properties are selling. I think this is one of the most important indicators to look at when evaluating a local market. This past month, the months of inventory has risen, which is a sign of a buyer's market. This confirms what we saw in the first graph, that the supply is rising and the demand is falling. So, last month it looked like the market was moving towards a state of equilibrium, but the supply went back up and the demand and the prices went back down. The market pretty much gave back any progress that it had made towards equilibrium. In other words, it is a great time to be a buyer.